This is Chris Colt. You also mentioned him a bunch of
Yes.
times. He was on Dark Side of the Ring. Any stories to share about him?
Well, Chris Colt and I were very good friends. And no, I'm straight. He was gay. I had him over to the house. We were friends with my whole family. Uh, he would come to the sports arena the day of the matches early and work out with me in the ring, showing me stuff. We used to travel together. He was one of the most fantastic workers. I don't know if you had the privilege of seeing him, because in those days, TV and tapes that weren't around like you talked about earlier. But this guy could make it happen. Believe me. Angelo Poffo once told me, that's Randy Savage's father and Lanny Poffo's father, for those that don't know. I know you know, but he said, Chris Colt's the greatest worker in the country. I came right from Angelo Poffo. There's nobody better. His problem was he was a little small, although one time he took steroids and pumped up pretty big. And he had, controversy with the drugs and stuff. But I'm telling you, uh, the stuff I've seen on the internet, the matches they do have don't do him justice. When he was a younger man, he and Ronnie Dupre, when they were the Hells Angels, they were one of the greatest tag teams. And then when he teamed up with Fargo, they Ronnie Dupre died, and Don Fargo had the Chain Gang, and his partner got shot in that accident and had to quit wrestling. And Ronnie Dupre died of a heart attack. So they merged the two teams and called them the Hells Angels Chain Gang. And they could really make it happen. Don Fargo was a really great worker, as was Chris Colton. Together, they were excellent. And Harley Race even made some. He was watching Colt work once with me at Cobo, and he was really he was impressed with Colt, and he told me that. And Harley and I, once again, were like Andre the Giant. Maybe we'd talk, we got along, but I tell you, I really think the world of Harley Race. When I was very new in the business, they wanted to work an angle at Cobo where he had beaten somebody up and he wasn't going to stop beating him after the match. And they wanted somebody to run in the ring and try and stop him and have him beat that guy up too. Well, who do you suppose got elected to be the guy to run into the ring? Me. Okay, Jerry Jaffe was going to run in the ring and try to save the guy. So Harley takes me aside. He says, now listen, Jerry, I don't want you to be nervous. He says, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slug you a few times. I'm going to slam you in a spot in the ring where I want you. Just don't move. I'm going to get up on the top rope. I'm going to come down. You know the headbutt he used to do from the top rope. He says, I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Just sell it. He took that much time with a guy. He wasn't even going to work with me. It was just for after the match thing. But he was that meticulous. I went in the ring. I did what he said. I laid still. He hit me with that headbutt. I felt nothing. Nothing. And as I got later on in years, I realized that he didn't have to do that. He could have just beat the hell out of me, but he was really a class act. I never got to work with him in a straight up match, but I never forgot him taking me aside before the run in and taking the time to tell me what he wanted, what he was going to do, what to expect. And that was just it. So 4 stars for Harley Race. And that's high, 5 stars for Harley Race.